Hello there and welcome, and thanks for taking a look at what we're doing. We're very, very excited about what we've got going here. And, you may be watching this from one of the countries we're about to launch, or maybe you're watching this from the US or Canada or one of the countries we're already in. But I will tell you, this, you are in the right place at the right time. We're about to open your country, such as Nigeria and Philippines and other countries. I wanted to share with you this recording of this call that we recently did. And as I hit play here, and you hear all the chimes, as each one of those chimes is somebody joining the call. So we're very, very excited. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to hand this over to my friend Jason, who's going to be hosting the call. And I look forward to meeting you sometime in the future, chatting about your success. Hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. And be sure to get back to the person that invited you to listen or watch this, and get back to them and let them know what your interest level is. Hopefully you'll join our team, because we're really excited about what's going on here. And I promise you this, we will not let you down.
Kansas City.
Florida. Keep it coming.
Jackie, colorful Colorado.
Welcome, Jackie.
Omaha. Wisconsin.
Neil from SoCal. You on the call?
Kimberly from Alaska.
Where are you calling from? Right. Welcome.
Martha from Oklahoma.
Welcome.
Danny from Wisconsin.
Mike playing in Kansas. Welcome.
This is Mitch, beautiful Northwest Arkansas.
Hey, Mitch, how's it going, brother?
Great, thanks.
UK from Houston, Texas.
Hey, UK, welcome to the call.
Canada. Louisiana.
Welcome, everybody.
Say your name.
Neil Bly.
Neil
Bly.
Keep it coming, everybody. Keep it coming.
Donna Wendy, Arizona, Robert, Sarah, Aberdeen, Mississippi.
Welcome.
Mississippi.
Sandy Feeney, Montana.
Tom and me.
Jody, Becker, Minnesota.
Welcome to the call.
Much different in their footprint, is it? Not much different in their footprint, is it?
Get your name and where. All right, everybody. As many times as I get to host these calls, I still really focus on those beeps. And all it does is confirm that I made the right decision to be here. And if you don't know what those sounds are, those beeps, it's people calling from all over the United States and Canada, and possibly now Mexico, the Philippines, South Africa, and maybe even Nigeria. And it's amazing to me to think that that's what we've accomplished in the 8 months that we've been around as a company. It's really fantastic. My name is Jason Meisner. I'm a Ruby director with MPG Extreme here, and I'm going to be your host tonight. First and foremost, I'd like to welcome all of you to MPG Extreme, the Monday evening opportunity call, especially those who may be calling in for the first time. We do these calls every Monday and Thursday in the evening, 7:30 p.m. Central and 8:30 Eastern. We've got quite a few awesome guests lined up for tonight, and they're going to be going over everything that MPG Extreme has to offer. But before we get to that part of the call, I'd like to ask our first-time guests a few quick questions, and I promise they're not going to be difficult, okay? There's not going to be a test here. The first one is, who do you know that uses gasoline or diesel? Now, I want you to think about that globally, all right? Who do you know that uses gasoline or diesel? Okay, so it's not a trick question, right? I mean, it's kind of a Captain Obvious commercial. The answer is everybody, right? Okay, so question number two, with that in mind, and again, thinking globally, who do you know that might want to save on those fuel expenses? Again, you guys, it's not a trick question. It's everybody, right? It's a huge, huge market. So 3, who do you know that would like to make money while helping others save money on those expenses? So we've kind of got a couple of catchphrases now since those of us that were to the Barn Bash a month or so ago. It's everyone, both. And that's the answers to those 3 questions, okay? Now, for me, it absolutely wasn't that simple. It's very logical, but for me, it wasn't that simple. And there may be a few of you out there that are like me that maybe you just have had a few previous experiences that just weren't that great. Maybe some of them were just straight up horrible. Some of you may be going into this thinking, man, I did one of those things before, and this things, and I kind of got burnt, and I'm right there with you. I hadn't participated in building one of these for 7 years, and I had a really good reason for that. So what did it take for a guy like me to essentially get off the bench and participate in something like this again? There were a lot of factors, but let's just start here. For me, the entire opportunity as a whole had to be a situation where I call it a unicorn. In other words, it's just something that I'd never seen before, and that's just exactly what it had to be. I mean, it had to be that big of a deal. It had to be that big of an opportunity. It 100% had to be with people that I trusted, and they had to have enough experience to lead the team, right? Well, we have that with Andy and Nancy Burling. They've got 30 years of experience in the industry, and they are our master distributors, and I had a fabulous experience with them about 10 years ago now. You're going to hear from both of them tonight. Kurt Krogman, my sponsor, and his sponsor, Michael Renz, and you'll also hear from Michael later tonight. I've known them for 30 years. They're from my hometown, and they're also now accomplished leaders and proven team builders in this industry. So the people I trust. The product itself, and I think Andy will probably refer to it as the silver bullet, it absolutely is. And we've got more than that. But this product that we lead with is a total silver bullet, and it answers all the questions that I brought up earlier. The timing had to be, for me, both the product and my entry into the company had to be absolutely perfect. And the timing of this product, as just listening to those questions, right? Worldwide, the timing of the product is impeccable. And every guest on this call still has first mover's advantage, okay? And as a bonus, even better, the product has a proven and documented track record that kind of takes away the risk of starting a new company. It's like you just got, the blueprints of success. You got a treasure map that tells you right where to go. So we know the numbers, we know when we're going to hit them, and we're going to do better than that because it's just not our lead product that we have. We have more than that. So with all that being said, I'm going to turn this over to our master distributor, Andrew Burling, and he's going to get into it further with you guys and give you the meat and potatoes. Take it away, Andrew.
All right. Well, thank you, Jason. I appreciate that, and thank you so much for helping with the call tonight and setting the table for the first-time callers, the first-time guests. We welcome you to the call. This call is for you. As Jason said, my name's Andrew Burling, and my wife Nancy and I, we've been involved with MPG since conception because before we started the company, we were obviously with another company in the networking space, and we were doing great. The pandemic hit, and then afterwards, we weren't doing so great. In other words, our business month after month kept shrinking and shrinking and shrinking, and we had to do something. And so we acquired the rights to our flagship product, the MPG Extreme Premium X-Cap. We took it to our previous network, said, we got something here we think we can light the world on fire with, and they just said no, flat out. No, we're not interested. And at that point in time, I knew that that door had closed, and once one door closes, immediately another door opened. And we were able to bring the XCAP to our friend, Randy Tynert in Minnesota, and his wife, Kathy, that we've known for many years. Our kids went to school with their kids at Maranatha Christian up in Minneapolis. They'd been running a health and wellness company for 20 years, and their business was heavily impacted by COVID as well, and it was great timing. We saw the excitement with Randy once we started talking to him about our Silver Bullet product, the Premium XCAP. Rest is history. I mean, we launched the company, or went into pre-launch August 1st. We processed our first order. We went into pre-launch, shipping product and paying commissions with a real-time commission engine. Imagine that, from day one. So we didn't collect a bunch of money from people and make them wait for product and make them sit on their hands while we sold expensive founders packages and made promises of the world only to deliver an atlas. We didn't work that way. The day we started taking orders is the day we started shipping product. And the week that we started taking orders was the week that we started paying commission checks. 8 months now without missing a commission check, without a beat, without skipping a beat on shipping. And October 15th, we launched our second product during pre-launch. If you can even imagine that, a company that is brand new, rolling out a new product during pre-launch, and that is what I call our golden bullet, which is our MPG XCAP Crumbs, our truckers product. And, man, we've had a lot of response from people who are over-the-road drivers and independent owner-operators. They love our trucker crumbs, and we love truckers, because without truckers, the economy doesn't move, and their number one expense, of course, is fuel expenses, and we've got lots of happy campers that are using our MPG Extreme XCAP Crumbs. So with all that going on and being said, October 30th, we launched the company. That was our first corporate event. January 26th, we held our Barn Bash Go Diamond event, our second corporate event down in Wichita, Kansas. And at that event, we made two stunning announcements. One of them was that we were coming out with a brand new weight management product, which is a coffee product, which is called SlimCore Java. And again, most people drink coffee. Not everybody, but just about everybody drinks coffee. And we've got something here that's very, very exciting. And of course, the second announcement that we made was our brand new product in the travel industry, which is Extreme Travel AI, which is an artificial intelligence-driven travel search engine, which is second to none. There's nothing like it out there in the world. You can stand tall with this one, and now that things have opened back up again around the world, everybody's looking for a deal, because it seems like the prices went up on everything, including hotel, including air. And if you know how to shop those deals and you have our AI engine, you're going to find the best deals. Bottom line, talk to somebody who's used it. They will tell you. The documentation is there. And also at the Barn Bash, we announced our third corporate event, which is in Colorado Springs, June 16th through the 18th. And all I can tell you is that tickets are selling fast. We'll sell out this month. So if you're waiting, I highly encourage you not to wait much longer. As a matter of fact, those tickets, like I said, they will be gone this month. It is what it is. But decisions are being made. We're a new company. We're young. We're fresh, and I believe you're here for a reason. And so, with that being said, if you just take a look at the price of fuel today, it's $3.40 a gallon national average, according to AAA. Today, Monday, March 6th, for a gallon of regular unleaded gasoline, diesel fuel, $4.37. Up in Canada, it's $4.64 for gas, $4.73 for diesel. South Africa, $4.66 for gas, $4.89 for diesel. Mexico, $4.95 for gas, $4.86 for diesel fuel. And in the Philippines, $4.73 for gasoline, $4.32 for diesel fuel. That's according to AAA.com and globalpetrolprices.com. Fuel prices are exploding all across the globe right now. And those countries I mentioned are just countries that we're going to be doing business in a big, big way, along with about 30 other countries here. But one global event, one world event can absolutely send the price of fuel skyrocketing high. And what we're telling people is get yourself in a position to win this summer. I mean, if history has any way of repeating itself, look what happened last summer with the price of fuel, over $5 per gallon U.S. for regular unleaded. Diesel fuel was very close, if not over $6 a gallon. And I think that really woke everybody up. And that is a reality that could easily happen again. And if our product works, then everything is Katie by the door. And here's what I can tell you before we go to our next speaker. Our product has a 35-year track record of studies, testing, improvement. There's a history here. We sold over $300 million worth of these caps with the previous network back in the mid-2000s. Our product is EPA registered. We also carry a full insurance policy for every vehicle that uses our X-Caps and our X-Cap Chromes. That's been underwritten for a reason, and it's because it's never been used. We also have a product that is made right here in the USA, and I'm very excited about that because our supply chain issues are minimal. And that is something that none of us have been able to control post-COVID, but I like knowing that it's made right here in the USA. And again, millions sold. So to wrap things up here before I go to Double Diamond Michael Renz, I just want to tell you we have something here that's simple. We have something here very affordable. You can try 5 caps and a 5-tank trial that sells $20 U.S. at retail. It's the price of a pizza. So we're not asking for anybody to make a major commitment and jump into the deep end of the pool without trying this. We also have something here with a high potential. And when I say high potential, I need to put a disclaimer out there that there's no guarantees of income here. There's no guarantees in life. If you want a guarantee in life, death and taxes is all you're going to get. And we're no different. But if you can live with the fact that there's no guarantee, but the sky is the limit on the amount of income that you can make, because there is no limit on the amount of income that you can make. If you can live with that trade-off, we might have something here for you. Seems to be the way the entrepreneurial world works, but we're low risk. So that element of risk has been taken out, not only because of the product, but because of our CEO, Randy Tynert, and his 20-year infrastructure that's in place. We have live customer service. We have people that pick up the phone and say, hello, can I help you? I mean, what a concept. We have transparency, in-house shipping, fulfillment, programming, everything all under one roof in Maple Grove, Minnesota, in an 18,000 square foot manufacturing facility with executive office space. And people have taken our home office tour. I believe seeing is believing. If you can see it with your own eyes, you can believe it. And once it moves from your head into your heart, you can go out there and achieve it, and you can make great things happen. And that's what's happening with MPG Extreme. Great things are happening. What I'd like to do now is bring on a good friend of mine who's a Double Diamond executive out of my hometown, Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Very good friends of ours that we've worked with for many, many years, Michael Renz and his wife, Tammy. Michael's on here tonight. So Double Diamond Michael Renz, take it away.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Andrew. And we're extremely excited here kicking into 2023. I'm going to cover a little bit on the product, and I want to twist this up a little bit. Guys and gals on this call, whoever invited you to this call, thank them because you're hearing about this first. We know in this industry it's all about timing. And my story goes like this. Back in 2008, I got a call from Andrew. He's in Hawaii. He was involved with this original product. I knew nothing about this industry. I was just a 60-hour-a-week guy at Coca-Cola as a sales manager. I built hot rods, played rock and roll, and I had no idea I'd be doing this for a career. And what I learned over all these years is that simplicity into the marketplace, right? This product is the absolute grand slam bomb. You hit timing right on the bullseye. And for those people that are looking for something extra, I'm telling you, you have your hands on the golden nugget here right now with MPG Extreme. This product, I'm not the guy that's sitting here calculating my mileage. I can tell you my Ford Edge is getting about 70 more miles per tank, but I am a guy that's got my foot on the throttle, and speed's a strategy, and I'm sure you heard the song, I Can't Drive 55. I'm that guy. And if you have a vehicle that you purchased and you got an investment in it, just as much as you want that fuel mileage and you keep that car detailed to the hilt, you need to have the inside of your motor spotless, clean, burning efficiently, and making sure every drop of fuel that goes in that gas tank is being consumed inside the motor rather than going out your tailpipe. And the polish that it puts inside there as the carbon's removed, the less emissions going through your catalytic converter and out your tailpipe is an absolute grand slam. And I'll just say this, that what we have going here with the growth of this company on a global scale, about to launch all over the world, and everybody that's on this call here tonight, I'm just so excited and blessed to be a part of this and to be a part of the leadership team and to know that everybody that's involved with the company, you have an opportunity of a lifetime. If there's something more you want in life, I don't care if it's a new refrigerator, a new car, a dream, there's something that you want for you and your family, all you had to do is put the tablet in your gas tank, you go on with life, you share the product with people, and you go find people that want more out of life. And I'm here to tell you, our phones are blowing up. This business is literally going to explode. And, guys and gals, buckle up, ready for a ride of your life, and get yourself plugged in, because we know where this is going, and I just can't say enough. People all over the world are waiting to join this business. Gas is $7 to $11 a gallon. In Africa, if you're not in line with gas cans and go home before they ration the product, you're at your house without your generator running, with no power in your house. People are hurting right now. The economy's crashed, and we have an answer for them here with MPG Extreme. So with that being said, thank you again, Andrew and Nancy. Nancy Burling's our next speaker. She's my mentor, and because of her, I've had the life of freedom of working from home and spending time with the people I care about, my family and friends, and they're, again, all my team members. So take it away, Nancy Burling. Triple dive.
Well, thank you so much, Michael. Appreciate that. I want to welcome everybody to tonight's call. I get the fun part. I get to talk about how, by sharing these amazing products, you can make some money. Let me start out by saying there's no guarantees of income. There's no guarantees in life. But, of course, with that being said, there's also no limit to what you can achieve here with MPG Extreme. And it does begin with that 5-tank trial. That's been the foundation of our business here, is literally offering product to people for $20, the cost of a pizza. A customer, somebody that wants to save at the pump, can literally try our product here and experience it for themselves. So here's how it works. $29.95 is our annual website, replicated website, managing back office fee. That's right, that's an annual fee. And then you choose a product pack. We have a couple choices. We have our Silver 60 pack for $199.95. We have a couple choices there on the website. With that, you can get 25-tank trials. We literally have had people go out and sell all of their product and not only put their initial $200 back in their pocket, but a $200 profit. If you did the math on that, 20 times 20 is, $400. Now, the couple ways here that we make money besides that, let me also mention the Gold 90 pack, and I'll mention what that means, Silver 60, Gold 90 here in a minute. And we call that the Everything Pack. So you get some caps. You can experience our brand new travel platform, as well as coffee, and we feel they all flow together here very, very well. So here's how it works. You can earn anywhere from $40 to $60 on what we call fast start bonuses. There's no limit to how many of those and how much you can earn. We also have team commissions. It's the main way that we make money. And here at MPG Extreme, you have a left team and a right team. And to qualify, make 2 sales. So enroll and make a sale on your left and your right. You are now bronze. And as a bronze, you can earn in our team commissions. And as 100 points accumulate, so what does that mean? So when somebody signs up with a silver 60 pack, that puts 100 points in the plan. The gold pack puts 150 into the plan. And so every time there's 100 points left, 100 points right, you earn a $20 cycle. So it's very, very simple. And as the team grows, every time there's a sale left and right or 100 points left and right, you will continue to earn those $20 cycle bonuses with an earning potential as you climb in rank of up to $30,000 per week. We also have something called executive check match. So imagine this, if you sponsored Jason, okay, and let's say Jason Meisner earned $1,000 this week because you enrolled him, in addition to everything else I've just talked about, you're going to earn a 20% executive check match, so $200. And so everybody that you personally enroll, envision this like a coding bonus, is your level 1. And as you climb in rank, this goes through 7 levels or 7 generations. That silver 60 pack allows you to be able to earn check match from day 1, giving you the ability to be able to qualify as a silver in our plan within 60 days. Now, gold allows you to get 2 levels, so 20% and 20. 2 levels of check match. But again, as you climb in rank, and that is for 90 days. And so there's a lot more. This was not a training. It was just an overview to give you an idea. But we believe documentation beats conversation, so it's my privilege and pleasure right now to turn it over to a good friend of ours that resides in Thorpe, Wisconsin. He's a double diamond with the company. We've known him and his wife for a lot of years, and they're incredible leaders here. So, Mr. Jim Denzine, take it away.
Well, thanks, Nancy. Can you hear me all right?
I sure can.
Awesome job, everybody. I was just writing some notes down. Before I get into some closing thoughts, and I do encourage you all to stay on the call, what we're going to do is I'm going to go to a couple of people for some testimonials. Nancy said it, documentation beats conversation. And we've got some real people here with real stories. So I'm going to go to a couple down in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. You'll hear their tone that they're really just getting started in life. And I think it's amazing that they would take the plunge, just getting started in life, and start a home-based business. So without further ado, I'm going to go to Bob and Peggy Adam.
Can you hear me, Jim?
I got you, Bob.
All right. Well, Jim, delight to be on with you tonight. Yes, we moved from Canada about 20 years ago down to Dallas for work, and I'm supposed to be retired now. But this opportunity came along in August, and we're just really, really enjoying ourselves. But first of all, I just have a very average vehicle, nothing too outstanding, 2017 Camry XSE. And we don't do a lot of highway driving usually, so a lot of city driving, and it took a while. To be honest, it took me 5 or 6 tabs before I began to see it move from where I had been about 22.1 miles per gallon, and it eased up after the 5th or 6th tab to where I'm now getting about 27 to 28 miles per gallon in city driving. And then when we did our recent trip up to Kansas a few weeks ago, more highway driving, I'm breaking 30, about 31 miles per gallon. So, that translates to me getting an extra 90 to 100 miles out of a tank of gas. So very, very pleased, totally worthwhile. But the other side of it, Jim, which has been mentioned on this call, and Nancy talked about it, and others did too, is there's an opportunity here, we found, even at our age and stage, to get another source of income. And quite frankly, we've surprised ourselves. We've had fun with it. We've earned some substantial income, but we're having fun being part of a family. It's a community. You maybe sense that from the tone of the call here tonight. But to work around with people that have goals and purposes in common, and as was mentioned, the timing is so right, and it's simple. There's a good support system, so just encourage everyone who's on this call tonight to take a really good look at it.
Bob, that's awesome. I really appreciate the testimonial. Everybody, if you're wondering why I referenced them just getting started in life, I meant retirement, and it's really neat to see people in their 70s come on board with us when they really wouldn't have to, and literally put a comma in their paycheck. So kudos to you guys. We're going to go over to Phoenix to the west to Debbie Morton. Debbie, excuse me, are you there, Debbie?
I am here. Thank you, Jim.
Well,
can you hear me?
What's going on for you? Yeah, I can. Tell us what's going on for you, Debbie.
Perfect. Well, I was introduced to MPGX probably at one of the most difficult, darkest times in my life. On June 7th, my husband unexpectedly passed away. He left the house that morning and he never came home. And my world turned upside down. And at the time, I was working with another direct sales company. I had built a fairly large team. I had been a leader, but the team had completely dwindled away because the company was a little bit of a train wreck in terms of getting paid and understanding what the real product was and everything else. And I received a call a couple months after John passed away, and a mentor of mine said, Debbie, I found what you're looking for. I found something that is simple. It's a no-brainer. It's working in my vehicle, and I really think you should take a look at it. And I will say at the time my head was still like totally spinning, just not knowing which direction to turn. But I took a look at it and I thought, you know, if this works, I can sell this. And so I did a few trial runs inside of my own gas tank. I have a 2001 Hyundai, and I was already getting about 37 miles per gallon. So I tried the tablets, and my mileage went up to about 42 to 44. I'm like, okay, well, this works. And so I started looking at the business model. And I also wanted to really make sure I was aligning myself with a company that I could truly believe in. So I went to the launch event in Minneapolis. And it was the first time I've ever been to a company event all by myself. My sponsor wasn't there. I didn't actually belong to a team at the time. I was just taking a look at this. I didn't have a team at the time. So I kind of showed up all by myself. And I was welcomed by so many people. It truly is, when you talk about a family, it truly is just a group of wonderful people here to support one another. And what I will say right now is, if you're on this call and you're wondering, number one, does the product work? The product absolutely works. We've got hundreds of testimonials, probably thousands if we dig through the years of testimonials of it working. And if you're wondering, you know what, could I have another stream of income? Could I build a business? Is this something I could do? I started it at a very, very difficult time in my life, and I realized this has changed my life. This is my home right now. This is my full source of income at this point in time, and I am here to stay. And my passion is being able to support and help others, you know, here in this journey, to be able to step into your greatness and be who you want to be. And if that's being your own business person, MPG is the place to be.
Debbie, thank you for that. And folks, both of those reps actually went emerald with us, which is an amazing feat. Whoever invited you can explain that. So where does that leave us? Well, I'm just going to, you know, as everybody was talking tonight, I jotted down a couple of simple thoughts. And I think we're at the point in the call where this is where we kind of just, I think the tire meets the road. Timing is everything. You know, I remember talking to Nancy, you know, roughly 7.5 months ago, and we started discussing gas prices. We started discussing their vision of this launch and what this company could be, and Andrew so articulated exactly, you know, the timing and the things that have all happened in the last 8 months, which are amazing. I'm going to go a slightly different direction here. We're now in March of 2023. For those of you that are guests, I want to ask you a crazy question. How many opportunities have you been presented so far this year? I'm going to pause for effect. I mean, think about this. how many times in life do we really have something that's kind of a no-brainer, come by us? And my buddy Byron says opportunities don't smack us in the forehead, they tiptoe by. And a lot of times we're so busy with life that we don't take the time to recognize the real opportunity as it just tiptoes by, because we're like, I'm busy, or, I'm just not sure. And, when I look at this, when I started talking with Andrew and Nancy, I just kept coming back to one thing. Man, if that gas tab could work, if that really worked, this could really be a big deal. It was funny because, excuse me, Nancy laughed at me. She not in a negative fashion. She laughed and she said, "Do you think we'd acquired the worldwide marketing rights to it if it didn't work?" And I stepped back and I thought, wow, that is an amazing statement to what I thought was a good question. But they had the previous experience with the product from 05 to 08, and somebody gave up the rights to that and they acquired it, and the timing was perfect. The last thing I'm going to say to you is, if you're pondering this idea, I want you to think about, Nancy talked about the packs, $199 or a $299 decision. I just don't think there's much to decide. I told Nancy, I said, my gosh, if you go out to eat nowadays, it's a $100 bill minimum, and it could be closer to $200. If you're wondering what pack you should pick, here's my answer for that question. The difference between the silver and the gold is $100. You decide if that $100 is going to make or break you. Every day I have somebody ask me, which pack should I pick? Well, let me ask you this. Does $100 matter to you nowadays? Some people will say yes. Okay, you have your answer. Others of you laugh and you say, no, it's not that big a deal. Well, there's your answer. Either way, you have your answer. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to wrap this up and tie it in a bow. Out of everything you heard tonight, all the questions, who do you know that drives a vehicle? Who do you know that uses gas or diesel? The comp plan, do you have a reason to look at making money? Let's just lay out a scale of 1 to 10. 10 is an absolute slam dunk. You're like, send me your link. I'm ready to go. I needed something. I'm ready for something in 2023. The opposite end of that scale is a 1. I would say if you're a 1 or a 2, you're just going to simply say thank you for thinking of me, and you're going to go about your business. But if you're what do you do if you're a 3, 4, 5, 6? I'm going to make that simple. Get your hands on a 5-tank trial and use the product. Worst case scenario, you're going to save money on a product you already purchased. Have you thought of that during this call? You're buying the gas no matter what. So the question is, do you want to get an extra 5, 10, 15, maybe 20 or more % out of that purchase? If you do, then try the product. Purchase a pack from whoever invited you. If you're a 7, 8, 9, or a 10, well, if you're a 10, you know what you're going to do. You're probably already on the computer. But if you're a 7, let me ask you a question. What would it take to move you to an 8? Or I could ask you, why are you not an 8 or a 9? And your answer might be, I really don't know. It just could be a normal hesitancy. I would tell you this. If you're a 7, really think about what's going to move you to an 8, 9, or 10. If you're an 8, 9, or 10, just pull the trigger. All right? Congratulations. You've started a home-based business in 2023. You now can take advantage of some write-offs. You can open up that back office, and you can start setting goals and creating income and building a business from home to supplement whatever you and your family are already creating for a household income. It's not that complicated. I will tell you, some of you are going to knock the ball. You're going to knock the cover off the ball. You've got that ability here with MPG Extreme. Others of you are going to stick your big toe in the water. I don't care what it is. Come at your pace. But again, I'll leave you with this thought or this statement. Remember the answers to the question. And the answers were everybody, both. I'm going to repeat that. Everybody, both. That's what we've got our hands on. That's why you hear these people, all of them want to talk as long as they possibly can. You know why? Because they know the answer to the questions are everybody, both. If you are building a home-based business and the answer to the question is everybody, both, I'll end with this. How much money do you think you could make? Folks, you have a great evening. Thanks for coming to our call. We'll see you Thursday night, 7:30 Central, same dial and number. Good night.